So I wanted to make a quick short video here tonight. I went ahead and snagged the Micron 4 off of my go-kart and got the new battery in it. We've got the RPM signal wire coming straight off the coil. So all we had to do was take this black wire here and wrap it around that. And that'll tell you what the RPM is. And then if you can see right here, this will be your temperature wire with the thermocouple on it, and then that right there is going to read our temperature. So once I get it out on the road, I'll get an idle temperature, a mid-range temperature, and a top-end temperature. Right now I really have no way of mounting this thing, so I'm just gonna kind of let it chill in my lap for right now until I figure out a way to mount it. I was kind of thinking of trying to put something in here and then bring it up, but who knows. All I got to do is have it for testing purposes, but I guess I got to wait till tomorrow to ride it and see what the jet in this thing is doing. Okie dokie, folks. Been a minute since I posted about the scooter. I've ridden it around a few times, probably have put in, I don't know, 25 miles on it total. Right now I've got the Micron 4 in here giving me my RPM and my engine temperature. I've gotten it all the way up to probably 355, 360 degrees, so I'm not really sure. I think that's a little too tall, a little too high on the temperature. But what we got today was some scooter mail. We've got new mirrors, and we've got 7.7 gram roller weights, and finally the jet kit. Now I believe I'm going to end up, it was kind of tough. So the kits start at 100 and go to 118, and then they go from 120 to 138. Now this already has a 100 in it, and I think it's running a little lean, but I ordered the 120 because I'm still chilling the stock intake. Now when I rode it over the weekend, it was a real bouncy situation, and this right here actually bounced and vibrated off, and then the damn carburetor fell off. And I think it was the RTV that I'd put on there to try to bond it. So I ended up using what I had on my truck, which was PVC glue, and so far it hasn't fell off. So you got to use what you got in a pinch. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these mirrors on and then take it for a ride and get some temperature readings, and then probably swap out the roller weights and maybe swap out the main jet for a 120, and then I'll see if that decreases my overall engine temperature. Alright, we also got this. It just showed up in the mail like literally 10 minutes ago. I got this online. Not really sure if it's DOT approved, but it is. It says it is. Isn't that sweet? Give me something to protect my noggin. So now we can go riding in style and be legal and safe. Alright, so I took it for like a little half-mile trip down the road just to kind of warm it up, and I wanted to see what the engine temperature was. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a really good way of mounting this thing, but if we come in here and we look at it, it's at like 200 degrees right now. So I'm gonna say it had been idling for, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute before I turned the video on. I'd say the idle should be 20 degrees cooler. All the way around, I think it should be 20 to 30 degrees cooler. So I'm gonna say if you've got a Corsa kit and you kind of have it built like this, you know, that's just I think it's a CP21 21 millimeter carburetor. If you have that and you're running the stock intake, I'd say run maybe like a 108 main jet, because I don't have it. I think it needs just a little bit more fuel to help cool it down. I'd say it's probably running just a tidbit lean. I'm going to see what we can do with this thing. I'm going to turn it on and try to get some data, but I won't be able to record while I do that, we're gonna turn the light on and we're gonna see what we get. So right now it's idling at around 1200. I'd say it's running a little bit low. I need to turn the idle up a little bit, but at idle I've got 197 degrees. 196. I'm gonna sit here and play with it for a minute. See when it engages the clutch. 4,000 is when the clutch starts to engage, so. But if you can notice the engine temperature, it's hanging steady around the 190 at idle. 190, 200, somewhere around there. I'd say if I were to sit here with it long enough, it'll get down to about 195. But it'll probably cut itself off, honestly, and choke itself out. I've got so much oil mixture right now. I'm running a higher oil mixture due to the fact that I think it's running lean, but I don't know. Oh yeah, check out the mirrors. So that's that mirror, and that's that mirror. I think they work all right. They're kind of small, but they do the job. Chilling on the country road here. We come back down to the temperature. We're back to 197. So yeah, I'd say your idle temperature should be around 180, but honestly, I'm not sure. Everybody kind of gives me different ideas about that, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna give it a test drive down the road. I turned my max RPM onto my Micron up to 16,000. Right now, the pickup's working great. The temperature sensor's working great. So I'm gonna see what my max RPM is. All right, so on that run, my camera actually fell out of my pocket, but it's still okay. I got to 359 degrees and 10,900 RPM. Now, 10,900 RPM came from wide open throttle for probably 10 seconds on a nice steady flat plane. It wasn't accelerating anymore. You can kind of start to hear it break up a little, and after that the temperature started to rise, so I left it around 90% throttle instead of wide open all the time. You know, without a rev limiter you could blow something up, so I knocked it back to like 90% throttle, and it got to 359, 360 degrees. It hung out right there under 90% throttle. So I'm gonna say it still needs a little bit of tuning, just a little bit more fuel, and I'm gonna throw the 120 jet in it and do a comparison between this and that and see what happens. But for now, we're just gonna go for a ride. Still don't work. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for an updated video on this, where we can test out the new jet and the higher rollers, and we'll see kind of what we get and compare them to the lightweight rollers and the higher jet. Hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. See y'all later.